Parents often do not understand how important it is for their child to have pets at home. Children become very attached to them and perceive injustice very acutely when it is shown to their faithful pet. Through this, they learn how not to behave with their best friends. The heroes of this story also did not immediately notice their son's feelings, but unfortunately, they did not realize that their mistake could lead to irreversible consequences. In a remote taiga village lived an ordinary family. The father hunted for a living, while the mother worked part-time at a local farm. They had a 12-year-old son who loved animals very much. For a long time, he asked for a dog. The parents were against it. One day, the father's brother came to visit them. He knew about his nephew's long-standing desire and brought him a gray puppy as a gift. When the animal grew a little, the adults were horrified. They realized that they had taken in a real predator. But it was already too late to refuse the wolf cub. The boy had become too attached to his four-legged friend. The wolf grew day by day and behaved like an ordinary dog. One day, when the head of the family was celebrating a jubilee, his wife suggested locking the wolf in the shed so that its aggressive appearance would not scare the guests. The boy was very upset when he found out that they wanted to treat his best friend so unfairly. He begged his parents not to do it, as the wolf had done nothing wrong, but his parents simply did not listen to him. In the evening, when the guests began to leave, the adults noticed that their son was nowhere to be found. They searched the entire house, but they could not find the boy. The guests also rushed to look for the child. They went to the neighbors, but the boy had not visited anyone. It became clear that the child had gotten lost in the forest. Taking flashlights and gathering more volunteers, the people began to comb the area. After a few hours, one of the volunteers found scraps of clothing in the bushes where the boy had been playing in the yard. The traces led nearby into the dense thicket among the impenetrable trees, and in complete darkness, it was impossible to find the boy. Therefore, the search was postponed until morning. The next day, the parents decided to take their faithful young wolf with them. The beast, seeing the scrap of its friend's clothing, quietly whined and immediately picked up the scent. The people rushed after it, but no one could catch the fast predator. They could only wander around and shout the name of the missing boy, hoping that he would respond. When almost a day had passed, the people decided to return home. But how surprised the unfortunate parents were when they found themselves in their son's yard, where he lay unconscious near the porch. The boy's leg was caught in a trap, and beside him sat his faithful wolf, looking sadly at his owners. Judging by the tracks on the ground, their pet had found the child in the forest and dragged him from the other side of the village. The boy was immediately taken to the hospital. The next day, he regained consciousness and told about his miraculous rescue. It turned out that the young lad had not gone far. He had accidentally stepped on a trap and lost consciousness from the sharp pain. The wolf found him and managed to drag him out of the thicket right to the house. If it weren't for the clever animal, the boy would surely have perished. After this incident, the friendship between the boy and the wild predator became even stronger, and the parents never locked the wolf in dark corners again.